Good evening. Today I want to talk about student loans. In India, student loan is a big issue. Most students have taken loans and have not been able to pay because they have not got jobs. The most popular is engineering colleges. In Tamil Nadu, at one time, there are more than 500 engineering colleges. Now, all southern states have this problem of having more than 500 engineering colleges. Students study in these engineering colleges based on their loans taken from banks. Banks give them loans up to 5 lakhs without any guarantees. And these loans are meant to be repaid after they get to jobs. Up to 2012, anybody who passed an engineering degree used to get a job very easily. And then the loans were repaid. From the recession of 2012, this has become a big problem. And loans have not been repaid. And these are accumulating into a big bad banks too. But there is also additional problem of people who are also going abroad to study. Most students go to Australia and Canada to study, not out of the degree that they get. They want to go for any master's program, and private parties like HDFC and Axis Bank have created a company called Credila, which in turn gives loans for people going abroad. The only saving grace is they take some property as security and hopefully can recover some money out of it. The worldwide recession has made sure that most people who have masters will not be able to repay their foreign loans unless their parents have wherewithal to pay these loans in India. But most people today going to abroad have come from middle income and lower middle income group, and paying these loans is not possible. This makes things very difficult, and the student loan default is increasing. Fortunately, in India's case, these loans are not bank guaranteed, and therefore the taxpayer is not on the hook directly. However, when the PSU banks fail, then the taxpayer bails them out, and indirectly the taxpayer is on the hook. Is this a problem only in India, or are these problems global? This is what was the question that was bothering me. Then, in recent times, I came across an article from the Wall Street Journal, which talked about one particular university from New York State. It talked about the problems faced by students in Columbia University. The American universities offer elite master's program in vague subjects such as filmmaking, history, speech therapy, and other historic subjects. The normal belief is that if you pay for this master's degree, you will get a job. What recent studies by Wall Street has found out is kids who studied in Columbia University studying filmmaking have an average debt of $81,000 2 years after they have graduated. Their annual salary is $30,000. The money they make is not even enough to pay the interest on these loans and sustain themselves on a middle class living. So, most of these people are financially hobbled. It is very easy to find people who are living in gentle poverty but have gone to big universities like Columbia or New York State. What is basically happening is because people have a median debt of $80,000 to $116,000, the average pay is only between $30,000 to about $45,000. In some cases where speech therapy is involved, they get a salary of $60,000, but the amount payable remains at $1,20,000. What this shows us clearly is the university degree does not give you a job which can help you to repay the loan. This humbles most people for life. It takes more than a decade to repay the loan, and this affects their family life in a big manner. In America, since most of these loans are federally guaranteed, if the students default, the taxpayer is on the hook. He has to pay the loan and in turn hope to recover the money from these students at a later date. But in India, the link is tenuous, and it means that people will have to find a way to pay the loan or their CIBIL is hurt. Most public sector banks in India hire thugs to go behind these students and try to recover the loan. What is the solution for this problem? Let us take the example of Columbia University. Columbia University has the eighth largest amount of endowments that is lying with them. These endowments are meant to be used by the university and have been given to them by their previous students, alumni who have done well in life. Columbia's most famous alumni is, of course, Warren Buffett, who has heavily donated money for the Benjamin Graham Center. But in spite of all this, the university administration, to the best of their knowledge, does not use this endowment to help students pay the fees. For years, lawmakers and students have been arguing that these universities with large endowments should use the money to subsidize the education of these master's program. Thus, the debt load of the students will be far lower, and these students who later on become very successful in life can donate money to their alma mater for it to succeed. But these pleas have fallen on deaf ears. In India, what has happened is because these student loans have been given generously by public sector banks, a lot of fly by night operators have started engineering colleges. These engineering colleges do not even teach you the basics properly. And survey after survey has shown that these most of these kids who pass engineering are unemployable. The IT companies which recruit them in bulk are forced to teach them from beginning and run a bridge course for 6 months to 1 year by paying these students to make them unemployable. Surely this is not a solution. But in India, the problem is small because the maximum loan one can get is 4 lakhs. There are now what has happened is two sets of universities have opened up. One like Ashoka, Kriya, Flame, which cater to elite students, and another set of engineering colleges, which are less than ordinary, where the bulk of the students go to. Schools like IIT have become exclusively hubs because they are giving high quality educations at very low cost. This leads to distortions, as a recent Netflix documentary on IIT Kharagpur showed. India needs more institutions like Kriya and Ashoka, but cannot say it will charge 8 lakh per student for them to study. Not many can afford that 8 lakh. The idea is government should not put its hand and allow Ashoka to run itself. But what it should do is give generous tax write-offs to create a fund, and that fund can give scholarships. In Ashoka, 52% of the students who study are given scholarships. That should be the model, and the number should move up from 52 to 70. So there is no pressure on the student to pay the loans, and he should be able to work freely and later make a contribution to the university which created him. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written two books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.